Here we go, this is it, the video time. Welcome guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jish, and today, this has been a while, we're going to be doing a Q&A. Basically, I reached out to all you guys on my social media, asking you for some questions, and you've asked many questions. But before we get too far in today's video, I'd like to say thank you to today's sponsor, Surfshark. More on that later on. So jumping straight in, hey Jish, how did you know how to build custom motorcycles? To be honest, from a very young age, I have always messed with mechanical things, motorbikes, cars, my first scooter. I've had trials bikes, I've had all sorts in the past, and it's just picking it up as you go along. I did do a year and a half at an apprenticeship at a car place, but I don't think that really taught me anything, just basic service stuff. But you've basically just got to have a go and pick it up, really. Will you ever upload more frequently, or is it hard to do some with such time-consuming projects? You've got me right there. You've got to remember, filming, building, editing, these three things here, they take pretty much the same amount of time. The building, as you probably know, takes a while. The filming, that again, changing all the shots, that takes just as much time. And the editing, I can spend anywhere between 4 and 10 hours on a single video on one edit. Take that into consideration if I'm doing weekly videos. You can see how much time I actually put into making these videos with a job, with filming other projects for other people, and just living life in general. So the way I look at it is I put as much effort as I need to in a week, so I'm not going to give a time frame on a video. If I get a video done in a week, brilliant. If it takes a couple of weeks, then that's how it has to be. It's just one of those things. I'm proud of my content and what I produce, so that should speak for itself, really. Hey Jish, love what you do, sending some good vibes from Colorado. Would you ever consider in Colorado for some riding in the mountains? Yes, I bloody well would. I've ridden mountains in Thailand before, and that was just fantastic. So I can't begin to think what riding in the mountains of Colorado would look like. Hell yes. Hey Jish, what do you enjoy more, the riding or the building process? I'm gonna have to say building. I love just tinkering and getting in there and just creating things. Oh, don't get me wrong, I love riding. I would love to ride more, and to be honest, if I had a more reliable bike, I probably would, but for now, I just love getting in the container and kind of getting to work making these wonderful videos for you guys. Any major upgrade plans for Sweet Cheeks that you can share? Well, it's going to get repainted on the outside, complete fresh paint. Most of the inside's going to get stripped out. Let's just say that's the plan. How's the container shop space working out? Any regrets on it, whether due to cost or spacing? I actually really love that workshop. Yes, it is tight, and yes, I wish I had a bit more space sometimes, but considering it is just a shipping container, I feel like I've done a really good job managing my space. And you got to remember, there's 3 bikes in there, an office, part storage. So yeah, it's one of those things. You've just got to get into your head that it is what it is. You've got to make the most of it, and yeah, just get to work. What do you do for a real job? My real job is I make stickers, clothing, prints, posters, signage, that sort of thing. Hi Josh, what do you study? I don't study, I work. I've been in work for 12 to 13 years now. Hi Jish, what is your dream bike that you would like to own? Ooh, good question. I've always been a fan of BMW R100s. They just look crazy modified. I've always been a fan of Ducati Panigales and all that, but I would no doubt would kill myself on one. Very good question, but to be honest, there's too many to answer. Hey man, what's the plan with the little Suzuki in the garage? Well, I do mention this from time to time, but that is going to be a go anywhere, go across the country kind of bike. Knobbly tyres, upgraded suspension, take the height up a little bit and just blast it around wherever I please. So yeah, I really can't wait to get stuck in on that bike. Find some more answers because they are everywhere. What colour are you going to do the bike? You'll have to wait and see. Are you looking for a scrambler or a flat track project? Ugh, that is a tongue twister. Are you looking for a scrambler or a flat... Are you looking for a scrambler or a flat track? Are you looking for a scrambler or a flat plat? Can't say it! Yes, the Suzuki is planning to be those. How's Cletus? He is doing brilliantly. I rang the other day, he is doing well, I miss him, and if you don't know who I'm on about, will you sell the XJ or keep it? To begin with, I'm going to keep it and enjoy it and go on some road trips, do some touring, maybe across Europe. But eventually I will sell it because I need to make room for some new projects. So, what has been the most difficult part of the build? To be honest, it's probably just learning the things I've needed to learn along the way. Nothing is easy, like wiring in the M unit, that was complete from scratch. I had no idea. I hated wiring, but I still did it. I had to pick everything up, I had to learn these things. There's countless things I've learned on that bike, and you don't learn until you start doing so. To me, it's hard, but it's worth it. Hopefully that answers your question. Where do you get the ideas for your build? I take inspiration from so many people, from so many things, from a lot basically. Whether it be an actual bike builder themselves or a style that someone goes with, that's nothing to do with motorcycles. Anything that just attracts my attention that I think that could look good. Like I've got an idea for a really cool scrambler project and it's to do with anime, so I'm not gonna say any more than that, but one day I will make it happen, and yeah, you'll see my inspiration. What's your take on the Maxim 650 as a cafe racer? To be honest, go for it. There isn't a fat lot difference between the Maxim and the Seca. I believe it's just tank and seat shaping, but the frame and the engine is pretty much identical for it. I know the rear wheel's fatter, but I upgraded to a fatter rear wheel, so go for it, do whatever you want to do. It's your bike, build it into whatever you want to build it into. What kind of car is it? Now, I think you're referring to the car I post in my Instagram stories every now and then. And this is a car that was going to be a project, but unfortunately because of buying Sweet Cheeks, I do have to sell it. And it's a Vauxhall Royale. It is so cool on the interior. So drop me a DM if you want to purchase it. How old were you when you bought your first project? As in motorcycles and cafe racers, I would have been, let's find out. I would have been 24 when I bought my CB125, but I've had project cars well before then. From when I was 17, 18 years old, I was in the car scene for quite a while before I moved to the motorcycle side of things. But yeah, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. What kind of material is the seat cover made from? I went with a smooth synthetic soft feel, basically a real smooth leather vinyl with a semi-perf center panel, which means it's waterproof, watertight, and I don't have to worry about anything like that. With the CB, on the other hand, with the laser etch, that thing soaks up water so bad, so I've kind of made a bit of an error there, but it does look cool. How to choose the color for my bike? I'm so uncertain about it. I fully feel you there. I have changed the color of my bike about 1,000 times. Honestly, there's countless times, and right now the color might be in my head right now, but it might change tomorrow. Who knows? Honestly, just go with the color, rock it, and I'm sure it will be the right color in the end. What do you do for work outside of YouTube? I make videos for other clients and customers. I work now, thankfully, part-time. I used to do only recently though. I've been working full-time up until the beginning of lockdown basically. So I just literally work my arse off pretty much. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter? I used to be a smooth fan, but to be honest, I wouldn't mind a bit of crunch now. Do you like the design process of building a bike or the practical fabrication side more? To be honest, I would love to combine the two. I love the idea of making something, and I love actually getting my hands and making something, but you do need to kind of sit down and learn the skills to be able to work with your hands and create. It's not just an overnight thing where you can just put something together and it'd be beautiful. Take TIG welding for example, that is such a skill to do, but once you've got it laid down, there's so much you can do, and it is a very practical way of working as well. I'd say I love the practical side more. How do I convince my mom that riding a motorcycle is safe? Basically, just make sure you've got a decent helmet, you are fully covered, jacket, boots, like your legs covered, everything. Reassure her that you are going to be careful and safe on the road, because you can't really do more than that. I know that obviously the road is full of idiots, but the most important thing you can do is check out Surfshark. Surfshark keeps you safe on the internet. What a segue. Newsflash, your data is not safe on the internet. Surfshark encrypts your data connection, keeping you safe from online theft, identity theft, you name it, anything malicious online. It also allows you to surf other parts of the internet which can be banned in other countries. For example, in China, you are not able to watch Netflix. Now with Surfshark VPN, you are able to do this. Not only that, you can actually access Netflix from other countries, unlocking more content and other shows that you may not see in your country. It also works on many devices, laptops, phones, games consoles, you name it, it works. When I'm out the country, I use Surfshark to hide my information because you cannot trust these public Wi-Fi spots. There are no strings attached, and if you do not like it, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you think you can benefit from Surfshark VPN, link down below. Enter the promo code Jish and get a whopping 83% off with 3 months extra free. So go and check it out, it is an awesome deal. And thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. And I do apologise for that really cheesy segue, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So yeah, that wraps up all the questions. I do appreciate all the people that ask these questions. We will do it again in the near future, but I do have some plans on some other types of content, different to this, different to the bike stuff, but hopefully you'll like it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, like if you're new, and I shall see you in the next video. Peace. Boom! Bloody PlayStation.